We're back. Not a month, no 4 days. Or whenever I get this shit out. What's happening, YouTube? It's Scooby. Scooby underscore gaming. Scooby TV. Scoobster, the Scoobret. The Scoober, the Scoob. Scooby, Scoop, Scoop. Scoobster, Scoop. That's your boy. How'd y'all like the last review video? It's on a more niche manga. But again, I ain't gonna lie, I still feel like y'all are gonna appreciate it. Especially when I get through it even more. And I don't know, I think it's gonna be a good read for me. And you know, even if I don't finish the reading, like on the channel, I feel like it's still like a fire ass read. Um, as y'all know, I'm currently reading this, so give me give me some time to actually finish this John. So that I can put it in a review. But we not here to talk about none of that. No Sirski, no Sirski. You know what we here came to talk about? We came here to talk about Leewufufu. Leewufufu? Leewufufu. If you don't know what it is, RDC has used it a lot. I'm pretty sure a bunch of other creators have used it a lot. You've probably seen it, but it's really just like the pick and choose, whatever the fuck. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. It's gonna be fire though because we are gonna be doing the best shonen of all time. Because I was taking a look at the list. Hold on, let's follow me real quick. So I was taking a look at the list here, right? And I mean, of course,
Hello.
we're gonna need to do that one of these days. You know what I'm saying? But I saw this best of shonen anime. It's 15 rounds and about 423 people have played it. Right? I feel like it's just fitting. Again, I'm trying to make these good intermission videos, and I'm not trying to make them too long. And I feel like this type of content gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? I saw this. It says 15 rounds. About again like 400 people have played it, bro. It was made 10 months ago, bro. I think so. We should give it a try. All right. All right. Off the freaking Batman. Dragon Ball Z or Bleach. So I have to be honest here with you guys, right? So Bleach, I haven't fully finished, and I cannot give the full credit into Bleach. I'm kind of on the same wave as I'm with One Piece with Bleach. I know certain things. I'm pretty deep within the episodes. I know a couple spoilers when it comes to Bleach, and I cannot fully say that I can actually create an opinion because Dragon Ball Z, I know a lot about. Dragon Ball Z, I lived it, breathed it, chatted out, etc., etc. So I'm gonna be honest with here. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna have to choose Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry for my Bleach fans, but I'm gonna have to choose Dragon Ball Z for this. It's gonna be a lot of yapping from this angle, so I was trying to make the camera bigger. Anyways, yeah, let's lock it in with Dragon Ball Z, man. Ooh, Naruto. Pre Naruto and is just infinitely times better than Seven Deadly Sins. I give Seven Deadly Sins some leeway because Seven Deadly Sins on certain aspects brought newer things. I think Meliodas himself is a great character. I feel like his crew, they're all memorable, but dude, we're talking peak here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I might post this one on TikTok. I might post this clip on TikTok. This is hard. This is really hard. This is really hard because I have only watched One Piece all the way up to Wano, right? Not like how I just said with Bleach. Bleach, I don't even think I'm in the I'm nowhere clear. I'm nowhere near the fucking 1,000-year Blood War arc. So, like, I'm so behind with Bleach. I need to lock in with Bleach. So Bleach, I genuinely had to put that to the side because I don't have enough like information. I've watched all the way through of Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho has to be one of the best coming of age stories ever. Fuck! Oh my gosh! Fuck! I don't know. Oh shit. I know like the corner of the internet would hate me if I chose. I mean, I'm just one guy, right? So no one would give a fuck about my opinion. But like, bro. You know what? Hold on. Oh yeah, this is way better. This is a way better angle. Okay, angle is now set for a dead ass. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, One Piece is really good, but I find just a lot of the characters bland. I think one of the main reasons why a lot of people love One Piece is because there's a lot of logic that can come into One Piece. I think One Piece has such insane values of liberation and such insane values of what it means to set a goal and finish it, but not even just set a goal and finish it, but how to try to push yourself through just multiple boundaries. I mean, that's shonen in itself, but One Piece does it in such a particular taste that, like, I don't think you can put down. But Mob Psycho, the comedy, the you know what, bro? I know why I'm dragging this out, because I think Mob Psycho is better than One Piece, nigga. I think Mob Psycho is better than One Piece, bro. I believe that. I fully believe that, bro. And you know what? And that's RIP to my man's Ace, dead ass. Because I'm looking at my figurine when I said that. Okay. Mob Psycho, and I want to move past this because we got. I mean, we're about match 3 of 8, so we got to carry this on. But Mob Psycho does such a good representation of multiple characters, and first of all, Mob himself, right? Mob himself is a phenomenal MC. I think a lot of people like to overlook the jump from middle school to high school, like those adolescence years of trying to be something bigger than yourself. I mean, because as a kid, you don't think like that. Most kids don't, at least. And I feel like when MCs get handed power at such a young age, it forces their little brains to think and expand, right? And I'm not saying Luffy didn't have that, because Luffy got that gum fruit when he was very young, but Luffy's brain didn't necessarily change until it was the people around him who made him change his brain wave. And then even he changed more people than he got himself changed. You know what I mean? Mob is this very just complex child who is trying to live up to certain expectations that I think he meets more than he knows. I mean, by the end of the anime, he figures that out. But like, dog, Mob Psycho is just this well written and beautiful story. And I'm sorry, One Piece fans, but I know the longevity of One Piece. I know the love for One Piece. I understand it. I'm not trying to shit on it, but I think, bro, if we're coming down to what I believe makes a shonen, and I haven't even gotten any specifics. I haven't brought no names. I haven't brought no like real specifics or anything. But on a real standpoint, Mob Psycho versus One Piece, Mob Psycho is better, bro. Rewatch value. I'm not gonna go. Maybe I want to say names, but yeah, man, I'm choosing Mob Psycho. Oh, Hunter.
Yes.
I didn't have to explain that last one, right? I mean, right, because Black Clover is just Naruto, right? Yeah, shit. I think, yeah. Gintama or AOT? I love Gintama, but I think it's actually funny that, see, I feel like Gintama versus Mob Psycho is, I feel like I would have had Gintama versus Mob Psycho more than Attack on Titan versus Gintama. Such two different animes. So I'm gonna have to go to Attack on Titan. Gintama does a really good balance of goofiness but also realness, but we're talking about a literal masterpiece here. A genuine masterpiece, like a genuine flawless shonen almost flawless shonen comparing what you're comparing it to. But yeah, Gintama. Fuck. Thank you. I was about to lose my mind, but yeah, no. Attack on Titan wins that over Gintama for sure. I'm gonna give it a Demon Slayer. Jujutsu Kaisen has a lot of untapped potential. It could have ended up being one of them ones, but Demon Slayer, bro. Demon Slayer, yes, you can dumb it down to just being your average shonen, but in the comparison, JJK is better. My Academia, no questions asked. I don't even know why, like, not even fucking close. I was going to be so disrespectful. Blue Demon Exorcist, I mean, it's aight, but like, My Hero fucking Academia, bro. Everybody gets a shine in the show. Everybody gets love. Shout out to my nigga Red Riot, aka the big Kirishima. I don't know if y'all been watching the last season. I read the manga, so like I'm already caught up. But I don't know if y'all been watching the last season, bro. It's just been so gas. I don't even. Yeah, man. My Academia for the win, bro. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's my. That's my greatest anime of all time. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is my greatest of all time. So I think, you know, between Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Dr. Stone, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And you know what? Same kind of bag with Bleach. My Hero, not My Hero. Same kind of thing with Bleach. Dr. Stone. I need to sit down and fully watch Dr. Stone. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I mean, you can't. It's very hard to beat that. We're in the quarterfinals. Let's get to the fucking yapping now for real. Okay, we have Dragon Ball Z versus Naruto. This is hard. This is hard for a bunch of reasons, because let's take a look at Dragon Ball Z first, right? Dragon Ball Z, if you know, you know, right? If you know about what Super kind of did to Dragon Ball, you can indefinitely understand more why people feel so disrespected the way that Dragon Ball has been, like, kind of like the Dragon Ball, the franchise has been dragged through the mud throughout these past couple years. In this concept and world where people can get brought back, it was very iffy at the time, right? I mean, first and foremost, the first thing I think about, right? Honestly, when it comes to comparing these two shows, and I'm gonna take it with Dragon Ball Z first. The first thing I think about when comparing these two shows is the Cell Saga. The Cell Saga was so fucking immense for me, right? Especially as a Gohan fan. The Cell Saga put everybody's morals and logic to test. First of all, Cell being this great fucking monster that is, first of all, is such a issue. That the people that Trunks was looking for, aka the androids, weren't even the real problem. The real problem was Cell, and Cell opposed so much. Not even just on how much aura he was bringing onto the table, but he just brought fucking problems onto the plate, like that I felt like, especially as a young kid watching, I felt like, yo, the Z team gonna have to fucking tee up. Like, this is not a normal villain. I don't know if Goku's strong enough. That was one of the Cell Saga, low key, for real, made me question, yo, is the Z team strong enough? Are we actually gonna make it out this time? Because again, the concept of new transformations just coming out the blue wasn't happening at this time, so that's not in my head. That's not a pre-notion. Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, you know, everybody's busting their ass in the Piccolo, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's busting their ass in the hyperbolic time chamber just to end up in the fight, and Goku then handing Gohan off onto Cell, because Goku had a vision about who Gohan was gonna be when Goku saw Gohan fight Raditz. Is that not fucking crazy? Like, Goku, this is like, Dragon Ball Z Goku was such a smart fucker. Like, his battle IQ was so high. I mean, sociably, he wasn't there, but he was a lovable goof. But, like, his battle IQ was so, like, major compared to what it is now. And I'm not saying what it is now doesn't get highlighted, but, like, I feel like we were learning with Goku during Dragon Ball Z. I felt like I was learning with Vegeta. I was learning with Trunks. I was learning with Krillin. Like, even though like the whole Z team was trying to put in that work, and I knew maybe some people wouldn't be able to fight, it is insane to me how it's insane to me how much the stakes felt like they were put on. And then we have to talk about Naruto. Naruto, again, one of the first things I think about. I'm not even thinking about Shippuden because I think this is running off the notion of Naruto Shonen Jump and not Naruto Shippuden, which I'm totally fine with, to be honest. I'm thinking straight saving Sasuke when Shikamaru really had to step up and take up the plate of being a leader. First of all, not even just him being a leader, the whole crew. Alright, the whole crew had to be the leaders of their lives in that moment. Every single person a part of that crew that was saving Sasuke had to turn into a leader to themselves in that moment. To fucking Rock Lee jumping in at the last moment, to fucking Kiba's bum ass. Yeah. You know, like everybody had to tee up that fucking episode during that whole rescue mission. Nothing was sweet during that time, and that's how and that's how I feel like these two shows are so comparable, especially, you know, Dragon Ball Z being pre-Super and Naruto being pre-Naruto Shippuden. These shows put the stakes up all the way up here. Our main cast at the time for each show was up there at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like, nobody felt flat. I honestly do believe I'm gonna have to give it to Naruto for a couple of reasons. I'm gonna give it to Naruto because Dragon Ball Z, even though I did say, you know, I was comparing, you know, Naruto and Dragon Ball Z were basically doing the same thing on like putting the stakes and etc. I think Dragon Ball Z, sadly, especially I want to say during the Boo arc, I would say a lot of buffoonery. Now, I'm not saying not a lot of good things came out of the Boo arc, but a lot of buffoonery started to happen. And there's some distinct times in Dragon Ball Z where I can remember of certain things that I didn't like. Like, I didn't really like the concept that Yamcha got killed by a Cyberman. Because, again, Yamcha was supposed to be, you know, something of greatness if you've seen Dragon Ball. I also never liked the concept of how all the humans getting pushed out in general. That kind of falls in with the Yamcha thing, but all the humans started getting pushed out in general. Dragon Ball is, you know, supposed to be more of a martial arts like anime, just mixed within like superhuman like people. And I think Dragon Ball Z, of course, upped the ante on that, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But if we're just comparing to compare, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Naruto because just distinctly, just off my memory, right? I just don't think there was any bad moments within Naruto. Like Dragon Ball Z, you know, the pacing, you know, the talk about the pacing is still, you know, bad. Even like when there's a specific reason why there's Dragon Ball Z Kai. Like I'm not even gonna try to like debunk that because there's a reason why there's Dragon Ball Z Kai, bruh. Because it would take about, I don't know what, I'm probably exaggerating, like three episodes to get to a transformation. Like, come on, dog. That pacing would be killer. And I feel like, sadly enough, because what I know of now of Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z was just the patty cake for the bullshit that was gonna come with Dragon Ball Super. Naruto is the shit. So I'm gonna give it a Mob Psycho because Hunter x Hunter has really good fucking villains and has really good storytelling, but I just like Mob Psycho more for the MC. Mob, I really fucking love Mob. I really love Mob. I think he's one of them ones. I'm gonna have to give Mob over Hunter x Hunter, which I know people are gonna kill me for. But I just think if we're talking about, you know what, I ain't gotta fully explain it, motherfucker. Mob Psycho is just better than Hunter x Hunter. Keep it G. It has more funnier moments. The fights are better. the only thing that I will give Hunter x Hunter has better at is a better power system, and then on top of being a better power system, they have some cooler moments. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my nigga Killua is probably one of the toughest assassins in Shonen. No cap. Gon, probably one of my favorite socio/psychopaths ever. So I will give Hunter x Hunter its love and its flowers, but Mob Psycho wins. Nah, damn, move, nigga. Oh, what? This ain't even a question. What? Attack on Titan. What? Are we beating that ass? Naruto is better. Naruto Shonen. Like Mob and Ritsu's dynamic is done really well. That is if you guys are wondering what's pushing the needle of me choosing Mob Psycho, it's really that. I'm a sucker for brotherly, family friendly feuds, because I think that's real. I think most people have that out throughout their days more than people might think. And excuse me, I think Mob Psycho showcases that well of a brother who, you know, Mob, who is great but doesn't really know that he's great, and then on top of that keeps doing great things, not out of the determination of, hey, I'm great so I can do great things, more of just the subconsciousness of, I'm just a silly guy living my silly life, and my quiet life, and I you know, I just want to do good. And Ritsu, you know, really the opposite of his brother. He's an extrovert. He's you know, he's I can't remember. No, if I'm not mistaken, he is a killer with the ladies a little bit. Like he's an overall just like 180 of what Mob is. So when they do have their own altercation, but not even on top of their altercation, when they come together, it's a fucking stellar moment. Now, Naruto, right? We can go down the list of just amazing characters that got put on. The only bad thing about Naruto was that Naruto would talk no jutsu himself out of certain situations, which that shit only really got abused though in Shonen. Because talk no jutsu was really just letting said other person or said other enemy, hey, we're the same, so let's not fight because there's no point of fighting. Which honestly should happen for a lot of these anime fights, because 9 times out of 10 the MC versus whatever antagonist, unless the antagonist killed their parent or some shit, like a lot of the time the MC and the antagonist could have been friends on a different day if they talked or you know, if they actually evaluated what issues they had going on. And I think Naruto just exploited that pretty well, because Naruto comes from a village that already hates him, and on top of the village that already hates him, you know, he has a fucking demon in him that he didn't want, so he already kind of understands why he should be a villain. Does that make sense? Like, Naruto is already in a position where he should be a villain, but he chooses not to because of the goodness and just the love that he was shown, not from the third Hokage though, because his ass never came by, but like genuine love from certain people, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I have to put Naruto over Mob Psycho, because Naruto pushed the needle farther than what a lot of shonen anime is today. So I'm sorry, Mob Psycho. I even put you over One Piece, so you better feel fucking grateful. But yeah, I gotta choose Naruto. Unmovable object versus undying force. So, you know what's crazy about these two? I like these two for two very different reasons. So it kind of sucks that these are the two in the semifinal. Attack on Titan, when you watch it well, and you're not just watching it for the fights, Attack on Titan is a story about domination happening over to a demographic of people because of power. That's what Attack on Titan is in my eyes. That Attack on Titan is a sad story. It's a sad story about what it means to have hatred. A lot of the times, you know, in our world, in our society today, bro, like most of the time on why folks hate each other gets lost in the sauce. Not saying it's validated reason for why certain demographic groups hate certain other demographic groups, but to hate a whole certain demographic group, or just being, just being racist in general, that is something that is not supposed to be human, right? People justify it in so many ways that they can, and one of the biggest ways is power, and that's what Attack on Titan showcased. That what was happening to Eren and his people was no more than just a ploy of, we found these Titans, we are going to use these Titans to our advantage and cut y'all from the rest of the world, and let y'all live in y'all hell. And the first 2 seasons, honestly, the first 3 seasons was just showcasing the validation Eren was feeling since he was alive. Eren has used the pathways to conduct so much hatred into others, into himself, countless times, with no care in the world. But the thing is, though, is that if you see how Reiner and Berto were fucking being buddy-buddy, Anna being buddy-buddy, like, with them, knowing damn well they are the literal reason why they're fighting the whole time, it's very sickening. I mean, and we've lost a lot of good people within our group, within the scouts. It's just not been an easy time for the scout, like, at all. And a lot of the times, the only thing that these characters can say, like for Reiner, for example, all they can say is sorry. But then you look at Reiner's situation and theirs in the Warrior situation, that again, they're being bred to hate this certain demographic group without really knowing them. It's a sad tale of hatred being fueled by discoverment of power. And that's actually where I want to transition into why I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood so much. I love FMA. I love it because it fucking it takes the same concept I just told y'all about, but uses it more in the frontal of teetering balance. Everyone has a balance in their life. You know what I mean? If we're talking addiction, if we're talking food, if we're talking literally anything, everyone has a balance in life. And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood talks about that balance. You can't take something without giving, right? And I don't want to state the obvious, but what I will say about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and why I am going to put it over Attack on Titan, is that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood gives us comedy, drama, love, pain, happiness, and all the above. Exactly how life should give you whenever you're in this world. And that's all Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is about. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is such about how you live your life and what that life means to you. Like, one of my favorite characters in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Actually, I'm gonna save that for the next choosing, cause it's gonna validate why I'm gonna choose this over Naruto. But yeah, sorry. God damn. Shush. But yeah, I will say I'm gonna have to give it to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Just it's hard to put it over Attack on Titan, but to the Ishvalan War, to Hugh's death, it's a killer. And of course, our final ones, Naruto vs. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Of course, I'm going to give it to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but I will give Naruto its run. Naruto, again, it's Naruto Shonen is probably, like, Shikamaru, because I'm going to get Shikamaru tatted on me. Shikamaru, it introduced me to one of my favorite characters, multiple favorite characters, Shikamaru, Rock Lee, Orochimaru. Like, Naruto just does it for me, man. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does it for me more. One of my favorite characters, and I'm gonna end it on this. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. One of my favorite characters is Greed. Greed, he is... Excuse me. Greed at first is supposed to be a throwaway character, but he gets brought back up because he gets infused with this prince. I think his name is Lee or Lao. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering it, but and Greed. First of all, he makes a good point before he even got fused. Like when he was a throwaway character in the beginning of the series, he brought up about how everybody wants something they can't have. Everybody wants something that they can't have. That's natural human greed. So saying that greed is like a bad thing is a stretch, is what he was basically pitching, which isn't crazy to say. But when he was more infused with the prince, Greed started to test his own morals on what he wanted to be greedy for. What was his real needs and wants? Because greed is taking more of your wants than your needs. But what happens if you become greedy for the things that you need, not what you want? And that, my friends, is just one of the examples of why these characters in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood are better than a lot of the other shonen that I've passed by through. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood knows what it means to bring all the elements together and not make it feel like they're just trying to shove down themes or different or wrong messages or contradicting messages. Sorry, just got a notification. Contradicting messages. Y'all see it, man. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the best anime of all time, dubbed by me. And yeah, with that being said, let me know who y'all would have chose over Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Let me know if I'm just stupid and I don't have any good takes, or maybe shit, all of the above. But on a for real note, I thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all guys in the next one. Peace.